The best of the best know what they want, and they also want it more. And Sammy Watkins has known what he's wanted for a long time, and he wants it more. Sammy made the right decisions in critical moments of his life, and he's done that by keeping his eye on the prize.
As a true freshman at Clemson, Sammy Watkins has already experienced some things that most people only dream about.
Watkins back in the end zone, leaping grab, he's in, touchdown! He is Sammy excitement.
But this 18-year-old Florida native has also seen some things that nobody wants to see in their lifetime.
Tough neighborhood, there's gunplay out here, there's drug dealing out here, there's even a little bit of prostitution going on out here.
You see a lot of killings going on, a lot of shootings, a lot of fighting, and I didn't hide any of that from my kids. I take them out there and I show them. You either want to go to school, get your education to be something in your life, or you can stand out here and either you're going to get shot down or you're going to end up in jail.
There's a lot of kids that I grew up in the neighborhood that had the same time as me, same age, same body size, everything, but I guess they just go the separate way.
When Watkins was a sophomore in high school, he witnessed a murder right outside his window. Former quarterback Willie Fletcher, who'd been dubbed by locals as the next Michael Vick, was killed on Mother's Day in 2008 at the age of 20.
There was a big block party going on, a lot of people, a lot of kids, and my kids was at home, and we hear the shots. Pow, 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 pow.
You can look right out my front door and see him fall on the ground and lay there and fight for his life until he passed away.
I had a serious talk with Sammy that night. I told him, I said, son, that kid right there was a good athlete. He was great, but you have to stay the course. You cannot get sidetracked, because if you do, things can happen to you just like that, and there's no speed that's gonna save you. There's no football talent that's gonna stop this from happening. If you don't do the right things, bad things will happen to you.
Watkins stayed focused on sports in high school, becoming Lee County's all-time leading receiver and winning a state track title in the 200-meter dash.
I basically lived at school, and I just wanted to play football because I see that was the way out.
Sammy never had any issues with trouble, not even a single referral while he was at this high school. Never got into trouble, ever. He knew football was his ticket.
After being heavily recruited by some of the nation's top programs, Watkins chose Clemson, and just 26 seconds into the season opener against Troy, he scored his first collegiate touchdown.
Watkins shows you that special speed, just like that.
When I was running the end zone, I'm like, what? This can't be true. I'm like, just hitting the fans, because I never heard something that loud. I'm thinking in my head like I did it.
He's a great player, but he's maybe the most humble guy on this team. The most low-maintenance great player I've ever been around.
One thing that he has achieved that no one's going to be able to take from him is he's already left here. Now that he's up there in Clemson in a better place, I feel like weight is lifted, like 300 pounds off of my chest.
Watkins has already shattered a handful of ACC freshman records, and in just his 7th game, he broke C.J. Spiller's Clemson record for all-purpose yards in a single game with 345 against Maryland.
He's already broken records that I wasn't sure would ever be broken, and he's done all of that in a very short amount of time. So, thank goodness the NFL can't sign him after 1 year.
I'm just really proud of him, and I'm happy for him. He has worked for it. Sammy did all this for himself, and he made himself that successful by working hard, sticking his nose in the playbook, getting good grades in summer school, and acclimating himself.
Sometimes I get choked up and cry because you sit back and I see him just like yesterday, like out at Pop Warner, and I just would have never dreamed that it would have came this far.